group of teenagers went exploring an old abandoned place that people say is haunted. They weren't scared, just laughing and joking around. But as they walked through the dusty, broken down halls, one of them suddenly stopped. They got the creepy feeling that someone was watching them. They pointed their flashlight toward the upper balcony and saw something really scary. A twisted, distorted face staring down at them from the dark. Its face moved like it was trying to make a face but couldn't. The whole group was completely shocked and didn't know what to do. In the next video, a man named Benji is checking a house because he heard someone homeless might have broken in. It's his job to make sure the house is clear.
Police! I know you're in there, man.
Benji says this is the only house that scares him as soon as he walks in. He says there's something inside that doesn't feel friendly at all. After an hour, he goes back to check again, hoping to find the person who might be staying there. But what happens next is not what he expected.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
It happens fast, but if you slow down the video and zoom in, you can see a dark shadow standing in the room. It just stands there for a moment, then vanishes. Even stranger, the camera starts acting weird, like it's picking up something invisible. After the door closes, Benji checks the room, but there's no one there, not even a mouse, just empty space. On March 8, 2025, a woman named Emma recorded something that scared her badly. One night, while she was home alone watching TV, she started hearing strange noises coming from her front door. This is what she captured on camera. She heard all kinds of creepy sounds near the door, and then something even stranger. It sounded like her own voice saying, "I know you're in there." Then the door handle started shaking. Emma looked out of the window but saw no one. She thought it was over until 6 days later, when the same thing happened again late at night.
And this is why I can't call the cops, because when I go to look, there's no one there. I know it's hard to see, but I'm not opening the door. There's like no one out there. And like, this is a window. There's no people, but this is a window, and you can really see out there. It's hard to see. So I don't know what the hell is going on.
This time, the voice was louder and more forceful. It said, "Let me in."
Let me in! Let me in! Let me in!
Emma looked out the window again, but there was no one there. She was too scared to open the door. She thinks it might be a mimic, someone or something copying sounds. But since this keeps happening every few nights, we might see more of it soon. Let me know what you think is going on. A man in Iraq accidentally filmed something really strange in the sky. It wasn't a balloon or a drone. It looked like a person floating in the air.
يا استاذ يا سبحان الله شيء طاير بالهواء شنو هذا؟ الله اكبر الله اكبر الله اكبر شنو هذا؟ سمع؟ عليه زين اي جاي يصور والله بيتصل شنو هذا؟ لا مو بيتصل هنا جاي وين؟ هنا جاي والله لا مو بيتصل ما اعرف شنو هذا هذا اشياء احمر ونقش
The video caused a big reaction online. Some people think it's just a drone. Others believe it could be an alien. But many locals think it's something supernatural, like a jinn or even a wizard. What do you think? At a construction site near an open field, workers were helping guide a big truck along a muddy road so it wouldn't get stuck. One of them was recording the effort to move the heavy truck. What they didn't realize at the time was that there was a woman dressed in white, standing quietly just a few meters away from the truck. Her long black hair covered her face, and she didn't move at all during the whole scene. She looked completely out of place, like she didn't belong there. When the workers watched the video later, they were shocked. She had been there the whole time, but no one saw her. In real life, some say it was just a reflection or a trick of the light, but others think they may have captured something supernatural on camera. A man named Ricardo from the Florida Man YouTube channel went with his brother to visit the historic San Felipe Fort in Bacalar, Mexico. While there, Ricardo was recording a video with his old Nokia phone as they explored the large old fort built back in 1700. Suddenly, something strange appeared on camera that they can't explain.
Espérate, nomás déjame grabar. Eso está nuevo. Ese techito.
Did you see it? In an area of the fort that's closed to tourists, a weird brownish figure can be seen on the grass. It looks like it's either climbing or floating up the wall. What makes this even creepier is that while you can clearly see other people, even from far away, this figure is hard to make out up close. It's very strange and has left many people wondering what it could be. This video was recorded by a police officer named VGA Jesus during a late-night patrol. He and his partner were driving through Nayarit, Mexico, just after 3 a.m. when they saw something strange near an elementary school. Watch closely.
No manches, sí, mira lo que estamos viendo nosotros ahorita a las 3 de la mañana.
At first, it looked like two kids playing inside the school after hours. Then they screamed and ran off. What makes this creepy is that the kids seem to be covered in darkness, like black shadows. Even though they were close to the flashing police lights, no one could see their faces or what they were wearing. Also, the school was locked up for the night, so why would kids be there? The officers searched the whole area, but couldn't find any sign of them. The next morning, school staff said everyone had left and no one was still on the property. Still, the officers were so shaken that they came back another night to check again.
Es esta, aquí porque esta es la puerta. Ya está una lona que no sé qué. Ese es el cancel. ¿Verdad? Esta es la escuela por dentro. Son los salones. Vamos a darle la vuelta caminando, ¿verdad? Quita otra ventana. Esta es la escuela 16 de septiembre de aquí de Nayarit, Jala, Nayarit. Vamos a darle una vuelta a la escuela.
When they returned, nothing seemed out of place, and no parents reported missing kids that night. But the question still remains, who or what were those figures? The officers believe they saw the spirits of children who died and are now stuck at the school, reliving their last moments. But you can decide what you believe really happened. This video first appeared on Reddit. It was posted by someone who's really into paranormal and mysterious stuff. The caption said, "My niece has this video of her friend's kids playing on a beach in Queensland, Australia. She only noticed something weird in the footage recently, something that definitely shouldn't have been there. Let's take a look." Around the 9-second mark, you can see a strange figure appear behind a little girl. Some people who watched it closely even said it looked like it had 4 legs. What kind of creature was that? And how did no one notice it while they were filming? No one knows for sure. But what do you think about this creepy video? Tell us in the comments. Someone shared a clip from their home security camera that shows something strange. The video was recorded around sunset and shows several glowing orbs moving through the air, floating in different directions. At first, they thought it might just be dust or bugs catching the light. But the way the orbs moved, changing speed, shifting direction, and even stopping suddenly before disappearing, made them wonder if it was something supernatural. Could these be spirits caught on camera, or is there a normal explanation? That's up to you to decide. A man was walking toward his house when he heard a child crying near an old building that was never finished and has been empty for a long time. He decided to check it out to make sure everything was okay, but then he saw something really scary.
Nos íbamos a ir y se escuchó pego. ¿Se escucha? Es pego. ¿Hay alguien?
The crying sound alone was enough to make him feel uneasy, but when he looked inside and saw a shadow slowly rising up, he got completely terrified. Without thinking twice, he ran away as fast as he could. He now believes that something evil is inside that building, using a child's voice to trick people into coming closer. On March 17th, 2025, a person online named Oh Well Whenever shared that something strange had been happening in his house for the past few weeks, and he couldn't figure it out. One afternoon, while he was in the living room, he saw something weird in his bathroom. This is what he recorded.
Oh my god, bro. I just seen the craziest shit. Look, over there. Over there, I just seen the craziest shit. Look! Oh my god. What was that? Oh my god. Oh my god, what is that? I'm like shaking right now. What is that? Look it. Watch, it's gonna do it again. It's gonna do it again. Look at that! Nah, bro.
While sitting in the living room, he noticed a shadow peeking out from the bathroom doorway, and then it quickly disappeared. Every time he went to check, there was nothing there. 2 days later, the same thing happened again. So this time, he decided to go check it out right away.
Look, there it is again. Holy shit. Look, even the cat's tripping. Even the cat's tripping. Last time he'll tell me to go look. I'm going to look. 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 It's literally just the bathroom. Look. Oh god, don't ignore that. But, look. Windows closed. There's nobody in here. It's just dirty. I'm just not... Like, What is going on, bro? Look at that.
Again, the shadow appeared, and this time it looked like a face. You could even see what looked like a nose. Then, seconds later, the camera started glitching. His cat was also staring in that direction, like it saw something too. But when he checked, there was no one or nothing that could have caused it. Some people said it might be the curtains moving with the wind, but he showed the window was closed and explained that the curtains couldn't have made that kind of shadow even if they were moving, and they weren't moving at all. This has been really scaring him for weeks, and he still doesn't know what's going on. Mandy is a normal mom living quietly with her 2 sons in a calm neighborhood. Everything was fine until one night when strange things started happening around their house. It began with scratching and whispering sounds outside the windows. At first, she thought it was just cats or noisy neighbors, but night after night, the sounds got scarier. So, Mandy set up security cameras around the house hoping to find answers. Instead, she got even more terrifying questions. The cameras didn't show any people, but the audio picked up really creepy noises. Then things got worse. A dark figure appeared near the house, and they could hear a rough, whispery voice, like it was asking to come inside. Soon after, one of the cameras in her son's room caught something that changed everything. A pale, scary face looking in through the window. Mandy ran to check on her son and found him safe. She called the police and they searched everywhere, even the roof, but found no signs of anyone. No footprints, no broken windows, nothing. It was like none of it ever happened. Now, Mandy feels like something is always watching their house, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This home security video isn't special or edited, it's just regular footage, but something strange was caught on camera. The family noticed their dogs acting very strangely, barking a lot, running around, and seeming really nervous, like they could sense something no one else could see. The dad went outside a few times to check, but didn't find anyone. Eventually, they looked at the security camera footage and saw something truly unsettling. The video shows a dark, shadowy figure moving around their yard and then vanishing out of nowhere. Was it a ghost, an alien, or just a nosy neighbor? If you have any ideas, feel free to share your theory in the comments. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out other scary content.